To all the Ultron and Jeff mains out there throwing all my matches, thinking that you're contributing in any way, shape, or form, about to crash out on you. About to crash out on every single one of you goofy. YouTube, what's going on, man? It's Father Dark, and it is Wednesday. Tomorrow, about to go catch that early release of Superman. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. You guys excited for that movie? Don't care? Whatever. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's the first time I've ever actually cared about a Superman movie. Probably one of my least favorite characters in all of comic book history. Bro, it's just a little too OP for me. I don't really see the what the appeal is, the draw with him. But really quick, before I get into the video, I just want to say thanks to U4GM and their sponsorship. They are pro web provide Marvel Rivals bundles with cheap prices and fast delivery. They have more than 11K good comments. This website is really worth a try. Make sure to use my discount code DARK for an extra 6% off. But yeah, so with this video, what I wanted to talk about is something that I saw recently, and I'm going to kind of go off a little bit from that, but it's just something that kind of got me thinking. Recently, people are talking about some video that with Flats. I don't know if this was just something that he was doing in the background or whatever the case was, but in this video or in the clip that's going around, people were talking about how that he was playing with a couple of different people. I think it was like SK and somebody else, some of the people from like the Overwatch days or whatever. And somebody on the team had banned Black Panther, knowing that there was someone on the team that wanted to play as Black Panther. And then they, in return, banned Ultron. Now, I don't know if they knew that he was going to be playing Ultron. Some people are saying that he did, but I think they banned him prior. They just didn't want to play with an Ultron, so they banned Ultron. And, dude got tight and he ended up, getting mad or whatever. I don't know if he threw the match like on purpose or maybe he just only knew Ultron or something. I don't know. And personally, I don't really care about that. The point that I wanted to make about this is that I'm getting sick and tired of seeing Jeff and Ultron in damn near every single match that I play. But for some strange reason, I'm not going up against Jeff and Ultron. I'm going up against Lunas and Cloak and Daggers, or Cloak and Dagger and Rocket. Sometimes Cloak and Dagger, Luna, and Rocket. And anybody out there that's good with pattern recognition, you know what all three of these characters have in common? I'll give you a second. Let you think about it. You ready? Healing ults. Okay. Now I already know what some people are gonna say. Ultron has a healing ult. Hey, buddy. If I had a penny for every time that I saw an Ultron actually use his ult to heal anybody, I'd have maybe 5 cents to my name, okay? Nobody cares, all right? The fact that you have the option to either delete people or heal people with his ultimate, what do you think most people are gonna do with that? Now, to the people that wanna sit there and say, well, I always heal my teammates, that's cool. You know what you're called? You're called an exception. An exception, that word exists because it is not the norm. 99.9% of players, when you give them the option to do damage or to heal people, they're going to try to do damage. Keyword try, because most of the time that they even pop their ultimate, because they're like a million miles in the sky, they just get deleted. Because for some reason, the enemy team always knows how to look up, but not my teammates. Teammates don't even know what looking up is. I don't even think they know that there's an option to move their mouse vertically. I don't even think they know, or controller, whatever it is that you're on. And the thing is, I know I said Ultrons and Jeffs. Every single Jeff player seems to think that they exist to DPS instead of heal. I've had Jeffs recently that will literally move out of the way when I am one shot, standing directly. I will move directly in front of them. And they're like, hold on, bro, let me flip around, roll around on my back a little bit, look cool, and then move out of the way and go try to DPS, and then get deleted. If the enemy team has a bunch of healing ults, why in the smooth brain would you think, you know what I should do? Let me pick a healer that, one, sucks at healing, and two, does not even have a healing ult. I don't understand what the logic is behind that. And it's like, they just keep picking the same two characters over and over again. This cult mindset that people have. They're like, yo, Jeff is so cute. He's so cool. Now, I just want to say, there are some Jeff players out there who are good. Every once in a blue moon, you come across a Jeff player that actually understands how to do all the things I just said they couldn't do. They understand how to heal. They understand how to balance that with getting eliminations. They understand the perfect time to actually eat people off the point. There are exceptions. Shout out to Jay Blicky and to one in the Discord. Two of the best Jeff players out there. But the rest of y'all, though, actual dog water. I don't understand what this mindset is of like, I'm going to pick one character and just die on that hill. I will never understand that. You are playing a game to win. This is a very simple, basic concept, okay? Very simple. This is not Fortnite. It is not Call of Duty. It is not any other game where your character makes no difference and it's solely your gun skill or your map knowledge or any of that stuff, okay? This is a game of counters, all right? It's very simple. I love playing Spider-Man. He is one of the most fun characters to play as in the game. That is something this game does extremely well. When you want to play as a character, you feel like that character, with the exception of a few. There's a few here where I'm like, oh, we could do some things to make them feel more like their comic book character. But as Spider-Man, you get to swing around, you get to web people up, you get to be sneaky, annoying, fast, all that stuff that makes Spider-Man cool. But there's this thing called counters. Sometimes people actually have a brain in their head and they pick someone who can counter Spider-Man. And they're really good with that character. And you know what I do? I switch to someone else. Why is it that people like get it in their head that they can only learn one character or they can only be really good with one character? Yeah, there's these people, they sit back and they go, oh, well, it's all about skill expression and all this other stuff. Why don't you have some skill expression with going outside? Why don't you express some skills with that? Why don't you have some skill expression with talking to someone of the opposite sex? Have some skill expression with that, or the same sex, whatever it is you're into. We don't judge here. Unless it's you locking one character, and if you don't get your way, acting like a 3 or 4-year-old child throwing a temper tantrum. I just don't understand. And what's really funny about it is I had made a video where I had said that next season they were talking about enforcing or whatever, having harsher punishments for people that throw matches and stuff. And the comments really surprised me. Like I thought this would be something that people would be excited about, happy about. And then I realized half of you, if not more, are the people that are out here throwing these matches. You seem to wear it like a badge of, if something doesn't go my way, I'm going to throw the match. And if they start enforcing harsher penalties, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave the game. You know what you sound like? You sound like somebody I don't want around me. You sound like someone whose opinions I do not respect at all whatsoever. Couldn't care. It's not possible for me to care less what a quitting little crybaby has to say about anything. It's like when you're a kid and you're playing at the park. I mean, I know a lot of you're young. You've never been to a park or played at a park or been outside, period. But when I was younger, we used to be able to go outside back in the 90s. We could just go outside and have fun. That's what we used to do. And there was always this one kid who would bring a ball or something to the park. And maybe he's losing a little bit. You know what he would do? He'd go, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. Nobody liked that person. Nobody enjoyed that person's company. And that's what a lot of you sound like. Oh, well, if they start enforcing harsher punishments for rage quitters and leavers and people that throw matches, I'm just not going to play this game anymore. Hey, guess what? Listen really, really close, all right? I'm going to hold your hand while I tell you this, right? No diddy. I'm going to hold your hand real, real tight, all right? Look you dead in the eyes, all right? We don't give a fuck. We don't care. None of us care. As a matter of fact, not only do we not give a f***, we actually want that. We would prefer it that way. Go to another game and act like that. People are like, well, that's going to kill the game. Brother, I would rather have 30,000 people playing this game like Overwatch currently has probably at any given time. I'd rather have only 30K out of the current 100 that we have during the peak hours of the day than to have 600,000 people who are whiny little crybabies that throw matches when things don't go their way. People that in a game where there's like 40 something characters, soon to be 42 this season, feel like they can only play one character. I don't like playing Emma Frost. She's came out. I haven't personally cared about her. I don't know what it is. I don't care about her. If I have to choose a tank, I much prefer Thor or Penny. That's who I like. But Emma is an anti-tank tank. She exists to make Tank's life miserable. That was why she was created. So if there's tanks on the enemy team and they're good or they're doing good, why would I pick someone else? Oh man, it's about the skill expression. Express some skill with shutting the up. How about that? How about we express some skill with you realizing that no one cares about you expressing skill. We don't care. We're here to win. That is the end goal of playing the game. And if you're some like actual goofy individual that thinks that, oh, well, you're taking the game too seriously, or just check this out, crazy idea, just a crazy concept here. Maybe I want to win. Crazy concept. So here's a crazier one. Let's maybe, I don't know, pick characters that, I don't know, work with the team composition. Let's do that. Maybe pick healers that actually heal people. Not just a little bit, not just you throwing a drone that heals you in 5 business days on one tank and then trying to go in DPS with your terrible dog aim on a character that requires aim. Maybe just pick a healer that actually heals. I don't like playing Rocket. Sometimes Rocket is appropriate though. Do you think I enjoy just spamming people with Cloak and Dagger? No, I don't enjoy it. I would much rather be playing Spider-Man. But sometimes that's what the game requires. You got these people that sit back and they say, oh, why don't you just load in and insta-lock the character you want? Brother, if everybody on the team insta-locks DPS, do you know how silly that sounds? Do you all listen to yourselves? Sometimes if you just take the thing you're saying in your head, because in our head sometimes it can be deceiving. Sometimes we say an idea in our head and it makes sense because we trust ourselves more than anybody. That's just how we're designed as human beings. But sometimes when you say the goofy thing you're saying in your head out loud, you realize how silly it sounds. And saying load into a game and just insta-lock whatever character and don't deal with it and hope that your teammates switch, a lot of you are very petty. A lot of you are extremely self-absorbed and egotistical. You honestly think you are the main character. You sit in a dark room all day behind a screen with nothing else to look forward to. And you think, if I don't do it, it won't get done. And sometimes that might be the case. Sometimes you might be the best DPS on the team. But more times than not, you probably aren't. So why you would load into a game and think, oh man, maybe my character won't get banned. They may. I've been seeing the most random ass bans lately. The most random bans. Do I have to understand them? No. They're now banned. I don't care. You got people banning Cloak and Dagger. You know what I do? I switch to Invisible Woman. Let's say someone bans Invisible Woman and Cloak and Dagger. Switch over to Rocket. Let's say somehow all the healers got banned. You know what I would do? I would play the 2 that didn't get banned. Do you think I'm about to sit here and cry about it and boo-hoo and go, well, I'm picking Widow now, bro. Game's over. GG's. I'm tired. I'm tired of this community. And I don't mean everybody. Clearly, it's not everybody. So if the shoe doesn't fit, please don't feel like I'm talking to you, because I'm not. If I sit here and say I'm tired of people that chase raccoons up trees all day, and you don't chase raccoons up trees all day, or squirrels, I mean, why would you care? Okay? It doesn't apply to you. We're talking to the people that it does apply to. The squirrel chasers. Okay? Terrible example, but you get what I'm saying here. All right? You get the point that I'm making. And ultimately, at the end of the day, this community is filled with people, like filled to the brim with people that have never had any actual human engagement in their whole entire lives. Whatsoever. They've never stepped outside. And if they do, I guarantee you they're mutes when they leave their house. But then they get on the game or they get on the internet and all of a sudden, oh man, big man, real big man. But you know what though? That was my little rant for the day. That was my little crash out. Do I think that anything's going to change at the end of it? No. But you know what? It feels good. It feels good to let all the pent up irritation and aggravation that I've went through for the last week and a half, just let it out. Just get it all out of the system. And now when I'm done with this, I can go back into some ranked. Tomorrow, I'll go out with the fam, catch the new Superman movie, right? Enjoy that. Pretty soon we got the Fantastic Four movie coming out. Let me know in the comments which one of those you're more excited for, if you're not excited for either one of them. But one thing I don't want to hear anymore, though, is this Marvel slop stuff. Just stop. Formulate an opinion of your own. Just please stop. So many of you just regurgitate what you hear from other people instead of just formulating your own thoughts and your own opinions. But yeah, let me know which one you're more excited for. Let me know if you're excited for season 3, if you're coming back, if you're not coming back. If you're one of the throwers and you're scared because you might actually have to face some kind of consequence now in season 3, and we don't know that for sure, but if you are, and that's what you're afraid of, good riddance. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. You will not be missed. We don't care. So there's that. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you feel like Jeff and Ultron are not throw picks? I know a lot of you are going to say they're not because so many of you have been picking them. So I know you're going to obviously defend your cult following that you have there of, Jeff and Ultron love and stuff. But nonetheless, though, I still love to hear from you all. Still love to hear your thoughts and opinions. The people that feel like they need to crash out in the comments, we go ahead and get you up out of here. Don't really care about that, but formulate and articulate yourself in a proper way. And I'm down for the dialogue and the discussion about it. It's just that last week and a half, man, has been rough. Really since the season has started. It's just that I was on vacation for a little while there, so I got away from it. But just the every game damn near. And it's funny because today I loaded in and it had 2 teams surrender back to back. It was weird. Nobody on my team picked Jeff or Ultron. Actually, I think the second game somebody did pick Jeff. But, the other team had Ultron, so it at least balanced out. Whereas usually what I'm getting is we have Jeff and Ultron, but the enemy team doesn't. They have consistent healing, and the people on my team refuse to switch. Almost like they think they are Jeff and Ultron, and switching would no longer make them who they are or something. I don't know. Nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you guys excited for season 3? Also, that reminds me, too, if you made it this long, got a surprise for you. You joined the Discord, and if you're hearing this before, I'd say Thursday evening, that's when I'm going to stop the giveaway, which I have to also say, too. The giveaway that I'm doing is not affiliated with YouTube. Just have to say that, let people know it has nothing to do with YouTube. There's ain't no partnership with them, nothing. They have no say in this whatsoever. This is just something that I do for people that are in the Discord whenever there's a new season, or usually in the middle of the season when we get new character or whatever the case is. I do a battle pass giveaway, or like I said, mid-season we do like a skin giveaway or something like that, one of the bundles. But yeah, all you got to do is join the Discord. If you're having a hard time finding it, just look next to my logo on my main channel page. You'll see where it says more info next to the logo and the name. And you click that, click the link to the Discord, you can join it. If you go to the giveaway section, you type a number in that is between 3,000 and 6,000. I'll just say it again, in between 3,000 and 6,000. I picked a random number using ChatGPT, so it has no affiliation to me. Can't say that I favored someone over anyone else or whatever the case is. Nonetheless, though, whoever gets closest to that number, which we already had some people who've gotten very, very close to it, actually. Whoever gets closest to the number or guesses the number exactly will be getting the free Season 3 Battle Pass. I'll be sending that through the Discord. So I would definitely recommend, if you're somebody who's really interested in Season 3, I know a lot of people really like the skins and stuff, the symbiote season that we're having and whatnot. So yeah, if you made it this far, that's a little treat for you and stuff. Get out the people that listen for about 8 to 9 minutes and then head on out or whatever. But yeah, like I said, I will be ending that tomorrow. Wait, is tomorrow Thursday? Yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, so it'll be like tomorrow evening, somewhere probably around like 8 or 9, just to try to give as many people as possible to go ahead and get a chance at winning that. But yeah, so that's all I got for this video, though. That was my little crash out. I feel great. I'm about to jump back into some more ranked and go cut my grass and do a bunch of dad stuff. And then I'll be back tomorrow after the movie to let you all know how it was and to upload something else, talking about whatever else. So, but I do appreciate you all for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one. It's Father Dark, and I'm out.